let's go through the 18 benefits of a lifestyle-based service or information business. You can also call it a lifestyle service business or a lifestyle information business. All right, so this should only take a few minutes of your time, but it's gonna be totally worth it. Not only are we gonna go through the 18 benefits, but we're also gonna briefly cover the steps that you need to take in order to build your lifestyle-based or lifestyle service business, and then also the information business, okay? So I'm presenting from Dropbox Paper, which is this cool tool by Dropbox that just allows you to make one long document, checklists, to-dos, tables, all kinds of stuff that you can put in here. So yeah, you get to check out Dropbox Paper if you haven't seen it before. All right, obviously, first things first, what the heck is a lifestyle-based business or a lifestyle business to begin with? So let me explain, and then I'll introduce myself so you know who the heck is talking to you. A lifestyle is defined as two main things. So we'll get to a lifestyle business in a second, but let's just define lifestyle. One of the main definitions of lifestyle is the way in which a person or group lives. The second definition we have here is advertising or products that are designed to appeal to a consumer, to the audience, by association with a certain desirable lifestyle. So basically, you want the product because the product is advertised in such a way that you're feeling, man, that lifestyle is so awesome and it's desirable, right? All right, so in my opinion / definition, a lifestyle business then can actually be one of two different types, all right? So whenever I've heard people define lifestyle business, they're either using one type or another, and they typically have not connected that one type can lead most easily into the second type, or even worse, they mean a third type that I will define later or show you later, but I didn't want to even include it as one of the types of lifestyle business because I think it's not the best way to go about business, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But anyway, the first type of lifestyle business, let's talk about that. So this is a business that supports someone in their ideal lifestyle. So this is the amount of time you spend working, your workload, the type of work, the sense of fulfillment, that you get out of your work. And this type of business, lifestyle business number one, can bend to foreseen and unforeseen changes in your lifestyle. So I use the example here. You might be a super awesome mixologist at a really popular bar or something like that, and you might have an amazing schedule. You're able to set your own schedule. But here's the deal, if you suddenly have a child or you need to move to a different city, or maybe, hopefully not, but you injure your leg and can only stand on it for a certain amount of time each day, or you want to spend more days caring for a loved one, or you want to begin traveling once a month or something like that, your job, your work will not bend to you. You're gonna have to continue to bend to your job, even though you might enjoy what you do. So that is not a lifestyle-based business because, again, it's not bending to foreseen and unforeseen changes in your lifestyle, okay? Lifestyle business type number one is most often a service-based business, freelancing or coaching, which means it has a very short startup window if you follow the steps and do it epically, which I'm going to show you the steps in a little bit. So anyway, typically a service-based business because that's something you can start in a moment, definitely in a weekend. All right, so examples of freelance businesses that can be lifestyle businesses, and I have tons more examples than this in something I'll tell you about in a resource that I'll tell you about later, but let's just go with these for now. We have copywriting for clients, writing for maybe publications as a freelancer. That's what I used to do for money. I don't know why I said it like that. Meal planning, you could do those on a freelance basis. Graphic design of brand identities, graphic design for print materials, web design, web development, app development, interior e-designs. This is something I've purchased before actually from a different freelancer because I don't really have interior design skills, so I purchased somebody else's digital idea of how I should design my home. Personal styling services, organization services, social media management, social media graphic creation, online community management, etc., etc. Examples of coaching businesses that can be lifestyle businesses. Personal training, accountability, and plans. That's something that you could deliver digitally as a coach. Vegan transition coaching, financial coaching, divorce transition coaching, online business coaching, book coaching, artist career coaching, saying that so much I can't say it anymore, acting coaching, screenplay writing, you could be a coach for screenplay writers, career coaching, even helping people public speak. So public speaking coaching, you get on Skype calls and watch the person you're coaching go through their public speaking presentation. You critique it, you help them, you give them points. Some of your meetings are lessons, some of your meetings are practice with critique, whatever it may be. Actually, I know somebody who does that. I know somebody who does the screenplay writing coaching and the book coaching, so many of these things. In fact, my friend just hired a book coach recently. That's super exciting. Anyway, the second type of lifestyle business is a business that has products or monetized content that people want because they admire and desire the lifestyle the person or brand displays, okay? So for example, I have here, you might find someone on Instagram that you admire because they seem to travel the world for like half the year or something. So if they sold a course or a group coaching program on how they built up that lifestyle from scratch, you might want to invest in that program because you like and want that ideal lifestyle outcome, right? Or another example might be someone that you see, I'll say again on Instagram, but it could be through any means, through a YouTube channel, through a blog, through something else. You admire them because they naturally cleared their skin and they lost weight and they got their IBS under control, and now they're living a much more comfortable, clear, happy life. And you might invest in a program where he or she teaches you how they did that because you want the ideal lifestyle of not having to worry about, IBS or not having to feel, some type of way about skin or whatever. You guys get the point. So you might either invest in an information product or in the products that they recommend or have developed in order to help you achieve that ideal lifestyle as well, okay? So this is something I went through personally, like figuring out like how to react less to bad foods, like foods that weren't doing well for me, right? And honestly, if I had found somebody towards the beginning of my process or even in the middle of my process who had, cleared this up themselves and had an information product on how to do so, I would have bought that to shortcut the amount of testing and, okay, these herbs and then eliminate this food, okay, add this food back. I would have tried to shortcut that process. So that is how people can make money from their information or influence, okay? Lifestyle business type number 2 is most often an information or influencer business. Information meaning, come learn how I have this lifestyle or this body or this skin or this husband or these homeschooled children or these exact abs or whatever it might be, right? Come learn how I have it or how I did it, right? Influence equals I have the right followers or audience, right? For brands, other entities to want to pay me to work with me, right? So, or I have the right audience so that other brands, it might make sense for me to be an affiliate for them so that I can earn commissions on their products, okay? So you get the point. With influence, it's about building the right audience in order to make money from brands that want to reach that audience, okay? The second type of lifestyle business doesn't necessarily require a large audience. So for example, when I launched my first online course, I had 71 people on my email list and it made about $1,350 during that first launch, okay? So it doesn't require a large audience, but it does require some of an audience, and therefore it typically takes more time to build than the first type of lifestyle business. Because remember, with a service, you can start in a weekend and you really just need your first customer to be making a decent amount of money, each month. And typically, depending on what your service is, you might only need 3 customers in a month, 2 customers in a month, 10 customers in a month. And those are much smaller obtainable numbers that you could possibly get by just your in-person connections or your friends on Facebook who you announce, this is what I'm doing, I'm now offering this type of service, okay? So, the second type of lifestyle business can often be built on the back end of the first, since the second one requires a certain lifestyle or the appearance of a certain lifestyle, which I do not recommend just making your life appear a certain way so that you can sell how to build that, obviously. But anyway, lifestyle business number 1 can organically gain you a target audience that filters or forms into 2. So I'll explain through my story in just a second, so that point will make more sense. But let's give some example products that you can develop if you're trying to build lifestyle business number 2. So example information products would be ebooks, live workshops, detoxes or cleanses, conferences that you can host online or yes, even in person, workbooks, printed books, digital templates or patterns, software, apps, digital boot camps, online courses. You kind of get the point. Example, influencer content would be a sponsored conference. So another brand is paying you to host that conference. Sponsored blog posts, I've done those before. Paid Instagram posts or campaigns. I have a friend who does these all the time. A challenge or a course with affiliate links and commission from a related product. Guest appearances at physical locations. I have a friend who got paid to be at an H&M opening one time, for example. Comped goods or living expenses. Commissioned tutorials or lessons. Maybe a brand commissions you, asks you to create a specific tutorial or set of tutorials for their software, for how to wear their clothes, etc., etc. Sponsored podcast episodes or videos, and then paid campaigns that maybe span multiple platforms. You maybe do a video on YouTube and some posts on Instagram and a post on your blog, etc., etc. Okay, so these are just a few examples. Now, allow myself to introduce myself. Here we go. So I'm Regina, that's me. Actually, that's one of my products there too. It's called the Epic Blog 1-Year Editorial Planner. But let me just tell you the quick story. I went from freelance services, let's back all the way up. I went from in-person things like a cleaning business and t-shirt business and making cupcakes, and what else did I do in person? That's all I can think of for now, but I'm sure there were some other things. I did some consulting in person too. But anyway, online, I went from freelance services such as graphic design. I specialized in invitations. I made invitations mainly for nonprofits that were having like their big gala of the year or some type of fancy schmancy fundraising event. I also made wedding invitations. So I went from design. I also did, brand identity, print work, etc. And I went into consulting because people were wondering, okay, how did you start your cleaning business? How did you start your graphic design business? Blah, 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 blah. So I would consult and coach on that. And then I started teaching in-person classes. And then I started teaching online courses and creating info products such as the book you see in the picture, and so many other things, ebooks, print books, workshops online, workshops in person, and then online courses and an online program, okay? So all of that, what I'm telling you, like doing the freelancing, doing the consulting, the coaching, teaching online, teaching in person, all of this helped me build a really targeted audience and an intentionally lifestyle business number 2, where it's more based on your desirable lifestyle. And what I mean by that is, as I built up these initial types of income, from freelancing, consulting, coaching, etc., I was able to travel more frequently. I relocated to Mexico, and I was doing all of this even though I was creating a very human way of making that income and making the passive income from courses and books. And so people really started to look and go, hey, I'd like to travel more, live in Mexico, live in Thailand, live somewhere else, but still be making money online. And so now I have an audience that is interested in that type of lifestyle, if that makes sense. So now I kind of am running lifestyle business number 2, if you will. What I don't mean when I say lifestyle business, I don't mean creating some type of lifestyle blog or brand that has categories for food and love and crafts and fitness and beauty and organization and home making, taking care of, et cetera, without some type of tangible product or service focus as your first move. That's not what I mean when I say lifestyle business, and I definitely don't mean it if you're doing this without a previously built up brand, which means, no audience going into it, plus your attention being spread across so many different categories, plus little to no advertising budget to get the unfocused brand out there. Now, I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but look at what we're saying as a combination of things. So you don't have a previously built up audience, okay, that's fine. But you're trying to, at the same time, build an audience with little to no advertising budget. And then once you're building them, you don't have a clear product or service to lead them to. And your attention is spread across filling multiple categories with information. And again, I'll repeat, no tangible product or service. This is not a positive combination of factors. It's not, you don't have a clear focus, you don't have a following from a past venture, this is not what I mean by creating a lifestyle business, okay? We're wanting something that has a tangible product or service and a tangible focus for whatever audience you build, okay? So as I explained above, I accidentally ran into phase 1 and then eventually phase 2, if you will, type 1, type 2 of a lifestyle business. But I want to show you how you can be more purposeful. So I'm going to share with you the steps or the phases of creating each of those lifestyle businesses. But first, let's talk the 18 benefits of a lifestyle service or information business, okay? Number 1, there are no expectations of perfection when you launch. And this is because you're not launching a huge corporation or a huge agency. So people aren't expecting a beautiful $20,000 looking website with no typos and professionally shot videos that look like they could be, on TV, I don't know, whatever. That's not the expectation. However, I'm not saying just throw up anything, but I am saying you don't have to create some perfect, I'm gonna be the next Apple corporation type of thing when you're creating a lifestyle-based business, okay? Number 2, it can build on a skill you're already comfortable with while you explore other skills and passions, right? So you may have an eventual idea of running an information business where people are just buying your books, you're selling 20 books a day and, that's all you need to live plus some. But in the meantime, you could build lifestyle business number 1, where you're just using a skill you're already comfortable with, something you already like delivering on, and it gives you the time and space to grow and create other things you love, take on different projects. So I use my friend Kayla as an example here because Kayla has a copywriting business. She used to have a different type of business, but realized, hey, there's a skill I have. It's called copywriting. I love it. And now, quickly, within a short amount of time, she was able to put up her website and offer copywriting services. And so you can come here, click on work with me, see that she does copywriting and content creation, and check out her packages. And it doesn't need to be anything so intense or so crazy, but she just kind of gives you your reasons why you might want to hire her, and then you can view her package and pricing guides. So she built on a skill she already had. Okay, reason number 3. A lifestyle business done the smart way can be marketed for free, completely for free, with the knowledge already in your head. So as an example of this, I use the most awesome project manager I know named Mickley. On her website, she has a blog post that lets people know how she got started as a virtual assistant for no money whatsoever. So basically, just using the skills and knowledge she already had, she created a free Facebook post in a free Facebook group that she didn't even have to start herself. It was one she was just a member of. And she got her first clients without even having this website that she now has. She got clients for her service-based lifestyle business. So that's a great example of what I'm talking about. And now that's the business that Mickley actually operates full-time. So it's possible, and it didn't take her years. It was a very short time frame in which she was able to do that, okay? Number 4, it doesn't require a large audience to work, but it allows you to organically build an engaged audience, right? Which can help you create a purely passive information business or an influencer brand on the back end, but at least getting started, right? It doesn't require a large audience, all right? So Alexandra Franzen comes to mind. So she's somebody who's been blogging and creating content for quite some time, and she posted this article some years ago. Is it possible to run a business without using social media? And in this, she makes the point that she only needs 5 to 10, maybe a handful of clients each month for her business to work. So she felt that she could get off of social media and still run her business. Now, I would argue that her blog in and of itself is social media, and that, you can't necessarily look at what somebody is doing in year 10 of their business or year 5 of their business and think it will necessarily translate exactly. Plus, I'm going to show you why with a lifestyle business, you don't have to be afraid of social media content creation. But this is a great example, and I think she does a great job of pointing out that not being on social media is not for everyone. Okay, so point 5. A lifestyle business removes the feeling of disdain for using social media as a brand. Why? Because a lifestyle business is based on your lifestyle. So your social posts and your interactions can literally just be your real stories and your real personality. When you comment, when you engage with people, it's just you. And so most people I've met, and this is not everyone, but most people I've met are capable of talking about themselves, sharing stories that are meaningful to them. Most people even like that. So I usually feel that if people are afraid of social media or don't know what to post, it's because they're either trying to build some large corporate type of brand when that's not necessarily necessary. Now, obviously, if that is what you're trying to do, then hey, go that route, absolutely. But they're either trying to do it when it's not necessary, or they just misunderstand how to use social media. So I have 3 Instagram accounts kind of pulled up here for examples. So the first one on the left is Tanya, then we have Samantha in the middle, and Renee on the right. So let's start on the right. Renee basically got her start talking about beauty, fashion, hair, travel, all the good stuff. And that's what she's kind of known for. People are like, she's the one with the great hair and the great skin, and she always has great fashion, blah, blah, blah. Now, she's been around for a little bit longer and has built up a large following. She has 301,000 followers on Instagram. She has a lifestyle-based business. And if you look at her posts, she's just posting her life. Oh, here's me swimming. Oh, here's me at a boxing class. Oh, here's me in this outfit, etc., etc. Let's move to Samantha in the middle. So Samantha is somebody who helps people with health, fitness, getting clear skin, etc., etc. So, and she says here in her bio, health, fitness, green beauty, self-care, self-love. She's a curator and connector, becoming the best version of me, hoping it inspires and empowers your best version. So she has a lifestyle business, and she helps people get healthier from the inside out. And if you look through her posts, you'll see posts with her beautiful clear skin. You'll see like posts inside, like what looks like inside a beautiful home, different beauty products. Sometimes in her Instagram stories, you'll see her do giveaways and different things of products that she recommends. She has a lifestyle-based health business, if you will, okay? And then moving over to the left, we have Tanya Brion-Fox, and she's a business coach and idea machine for people-centric entrepreneurs. And let me tell you guys, she's the real deal. She really has great ideas. It's insane. So she has her website listed here, as does everyone. They have some type of link to some type of content or their website. But you can see this is just her life. This is her lifestyle, because she only needs to get a few coaching clients in any given month, and she is just going to do that by being a person on social media. So we have pictures with her and a friend, somebody cuddling coffee, some kind of Tinder screenshot or something like that, her working. We have Cary Grant. Maybe it was anniversary of a birthday. Maybe she's telling a story about Cary Grant. Who knows? You got to click on it to see. But my point is, these are very lifestyle-based social media posts. So I think a lot of times when you have a lifestyle-based business, the fear of social media or the not knowing what to do, OMG, goes away. 6, your lifestyle business products or services can be available almost immediately, okay, in a weekend or less. It's kind of like the time I did this. Let me show you. So this is a fully functioning service-based business that I put up in a couple hours. And it showcases a website that I've done for a fitness client before, I can't even talk. And you can come over here and learn what it is to, hire me for different things. Hold on, let me let the picture show up so you guys can see the full website. But anyway, so it's kind of little about me, meet me, and then the different services that I offer sometimes. So anyway, this is something that I was able to do in a weekend. My whole point is, it was actually literally a couple hours, within a day. But my whole point is, that is the benefit of a lifestyle-based service business. If you look at it, it's just fitness is my lifestyle. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a certified kettlebell specialist. And, I happen to do graphic design for you, or maybe can help you with your landing page, etc., okay? Number 7, your startup costs can literally be 0, but don't have to be more than 20. So Mickley, who I referenced and showed you earlier, had startup costs of 0. Again, she didn't even have a website, and she got her first clients. That's amazing. My startup costs when I created the site that I just showed you were probably about $16, somewhere in there, 12 to $16, because all I needed was a Squarespace website. Now, obviously, you can use WordPress, Squarespace, many different CMS content management systems. I use WordPress for some projects, Squarespace for the others. But the whole point is, whatever your web hosting fees are, or maybe your landing page fees are, that can literally be your startup costs, okay? Number 8, a lifestyle-based business can be explored solo by yourself, as a partnership, or you can even work with a larger agency that provides you all of your work at first. So I used to write for an agency. They were able to attract big name clients, and they assigned work to writers like myself, and I was able to go, pick things I wanted to write. I got paid by the agency got paid by the clients, and I got my work on, big name websites or with awesome publications, and I was being compensated for my freelance writing work. Now, in that instance, it didn't make me as much money as when I pitch and receive money from not the agency, from the company itself that needed the work. But for me, it was a great way to get into it, earn a consistent income, and be creating content, get my portfolio of writing up, for example. So you can explore something like that. There are lots of freelance jobs available on sites like Upwork.com, for example, okay? Number 9, there will be no shortage of content or stories for your social media accounts, for your emails, and for your brand as a whole. And that, again, is from that same point earlier. It's because it's based on your lifestyle. So the question of what should I send out to my email list? Oh my gosh, a story that connects you to what you do. That's the answer, okay? Number 10. And let me back up on that. I would say stories that, yes, might be about you, but that are helping the audience member or your potential clients see themselves, see their goals being realized, et cetera, okay? Those are the best kind of stories, all right? Number 10, it's going to relieve stress. Having a lifestyle-based service or information business that you get working successfully is going to relieve stress related to your schedule and your free time, all right? It's going to give you more of those things, free time. Number 11, it only requires you to learn business basics and to perfect your skills, whatever they might be. Copywriting, meal planning, et cetera, et cetera. You don't have to become a tech genius. You can put up a very simple landing page-based website, a Squarespace website, something like that. You can use super, super simple email software or email platforms like Gmail for your, one-on-one emails, or maybe like MailChimp or ConvertKit for your email blast that you want to go out to tons of people at the same time, whether that be 5 as your email list grows, or 70 or 70,000, okay? Number 12, it can be done from literally anywhere with internet. Side note, please come join me in Mexico. Number 13, a true lifestyle business is always scalable. There's always going to be a way to scale up, to make more money, to serve more people. And I'll use point 14 to elaborate on that. You can spin a service-based lifestyle business into an agency, and I'll explain that in a second, or an information-based lifestyle business into some type of legacy product. Doesn't have to be a legacy product, but I'll explain that in a second. But the big thing about whether you create an agency or just like a very scalable passive product or even a legacy product is that they don't require you or your time necessarily. You can still be in the equation if you want to. So with an agency, let's use the example of somebody who has created an agency where they do all of the copy for customers who want to set up a sales funnel. So a landing page with a freebie, you've done all the copy for that. You then have done the copy for the 3 emails that go out after somebody signs up for the freebie. And then you do the copy for the sales page that sells the person's product. And then maybe you do the copy for the welcome email and then the follow-up email a week after purchase. So all of the copy for the landing pages and emails. Let's say that's what you do. You do it really well and it helps your clients convert. As an agency, so you were doing all of this yourself, but as an agency, you can scale up by hiring people. Hire somebody else to design the landing page, hire multiple writers to be able to write the copy, people that you trust. Maybe you have to kind of babysit for the first couple months of somebody working for you, but maybe you eventually train somebody to think like you and to be able to hire more people like you, et cetera, to where everything is running, a project manager, everything is running all of these clients without your being there or with you still being involved, just depending on your preference. Moving over to a very scalable passive product, you might even decide to create a legacy product. And when people say that, they simply mean a product that can operate outside of a person. The person doesn't need to be there, doesn't need to be the one selling it even. So if anyone has ever heard of Dave Ramsey, he has this Financial Peace University. This is now a legacy product. So Financial Peace University is something that sells all around the world. And even if Dave Ramsey decides to retire and not be a part of the product anymore, or even let's just fast forward 100 years in the future, this product can still exist, and his family members are maybe gaining the financial benefits, the income from the product. Hence the term legacy product, right? So you create something that doesn't necessarily require you to be the one selling it, doesn't require your presence, doesn't even really require you to own the company or be around, but you've created such a great product that it can sell on its own, or that other people can sell it for you. Number 15, a lifestyle business does not require stressful launches. Please take it from me. It doesn't require it. I've done it that way, and I've done it not that way. And you don't have to have stressful launches, especially when you think about if you have 2 books and you have an online course or a program or something like that, and you really only need to sell 3 of the program and 10 of the books each month to reach your ideal income level. You probably don't need a launch model in order to do that. Now, it can certainly be a very sexy thing to like launch, open the cart, close the cart, etc., which means all of your income is earned in that 1 time per year or twice per year that you open it. But you don't have to work like that. You don't have to. But if you like launches, absolutely, you can use a launch model. Number 16, it can be high touch, a lifestyle business, without being too high touch, which allows you to learn a lot that your competition won't necessarily know. Let me explain. High touch meaning you can interact directly, sometimes one-on-one, sometimes in small groups, with the clients and people that you're helping. So that's high touch, but it's not so high touch that it took you 20 hours to deliver one thing to one customer and all you made off of that was, $100 or something like that. That might be a little too high touch, right? So the thing is, having somewhat of a high-touch business allows you to learn so much about your audience, the words they use, the fears they have, exactly what they need, what they think they need, and how that translates into what they actually need, et cetera, et cetera. And this is information that your competitors are not going to have unless they've ever provided services or have ever had a high-touch, like maybe course or whatever business, where they're actually interacting with the people they're helping. This is one of the major things I feel that allowed me to create distance between myself and my competition, is because I have served in service-based businesses for years, and I do have high-touch products that allow me to really know what people are thinking, which is even the reason for this whole presentation. I have a free Facebook group. Somebody posted an article, a whole set of comments happened under it. I realized there was I don't want to say a lack, but like a gap in thinking about lifestyle-based businesses, how to use social media, et cetera, and I created this, okay? 17, it allows you to pivot majorly or expand. So once you've built a strong lifestyle business that is successful, you can now be so woo-woo that we barely understand you, but we still buy from you. So this one is my favorite when I see a brand on Instagram or something that's like women's empowerment to help women live their best lives more intentionally. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, this is your first brand, this is your starting point, this is not tangible, this doesn't make sense. But listen, after you build up a strong lifestyle brand and you have a following and people like you, then you can create something like this. And whereas that's previously an eye roll, people are like, what are you talking about? Now they figure, oh, that's so-and-so, they must be talking about something, let me dive deeper. And they'll buy from you. Instead of that kind of like pivoting, you could also, or instead of expanding, your brand, you could also kind of pivot a little bit. Like maybe you've talked about business for a while and built up a following. Now you can transition into wellness. Or maybe you've been talking about interior design, providing those services, building an audience. Now you can show people how you can get started in powerful public speaking, etc. So it allows you to pivot. And then 18, running a lifestyle business gives you the skills for even bigger ventures. If you want to create software later, if you want to anything, this is going to give you amazing, amazing skills for that. All right, let's talk about 2 traps that are easy to fall into when you're building a lifestyle business, or actually really any business, all right? Then we're gonna cover the 6 steps of building a service lifestyle business and the 5 steps of building an information lifestyle business, okay? So, the 2 thought traps in building a lifestyle business. First, there's the marathon problem. And I also call this the fitness model eating cake problem. So this is where we see someone who is crossing the finish line of the marathon and they start to decelerate and they slow down to a walk. Somebody hands them water. They eat a banana. I actually don't know what happens after a marathon because I've never run 26.2 miles all at once, all in one day. But let's just pretend that's what happens. That's what happened after my 5K. It's kind of the same thing, right? Anyway. So here's the deal. If you're at the beginning of the marathon and you're looking at like, oh, that person's successful, they're a marathon completer, finisher, and you model what you do after what they do, you're going to start decelerating, and then you're going to start walking, and then you're going to start taking all the water stops and all the bananas, and you're not going to finish the marathon. So we can't make our business decisions off of what somebody 26 miles ahead of us is doing. Does that make sense? The marathon problem. Also, if you have a fitness model who works out several hours a day, does 2-a-days, blah, 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 and they decide to eat a piece of cake on Tuesday, and then you see them on Friday and they're also eating fries, we can't necessarily, in our state of health and fitness, eat cake and fries every day and expect to look like the fitness model, okay? Trust me, I've done that before. It doesn't work. So second is the big vision problem. And this, see also tripping over your own feet because all you see is that end vision goal or the finish line. So this is where you might be so focused on the glory and excitement and the meaningful world-changing thing that you want to create that you're failing to recognize that you're not taking small, consistent steps. You're not executing on the actual plan to get there. And it's hard, and I get it, and I promise I get it. But it is a big problem. The big vision problem is a big problem. Play on words. All right. 6 phases of building a service lifestyle business. Number 1, form your tangible meaningful service. I can speak English sometimes. I recommend going with the non-time consuming strategy of imagining the service, offering maybe at most 2 packages related to it, this copywriting package, and being done with this portion. Number 2, build a site or landing page for your service. So contrary to popular belief, your site probably only needs a very few things, a very few pages, maybe 2 pages. Okay. Number 3, establish a channel to communicate and engage with potential clients. This might be your Gmail account at first, legitimately. Obviously, when you have some stuff going, you might want to get a professional email account, which would be your name at yoururl.com. But legit, I've seen offers from people that I'm like, you know what, I'm going to email them at their stated Gmail account and it will be just fine. So it may just be, again, like I say, a regular Gmail account or a Google Apps account, a Google for Work account that you use that allows you to do your name at yoururl.com, but you're using the Gmail interface, so it's easier for you. Anyway, number 4, use the connection or traffic channel of your choice. So we've got to drive some level of humans to our landing pages to let them know exactly what we're doing. So you might just be in a Facebook group, a free Facebook group that you didn't create, but that people are gathered for that thing, whether it's focused on veganism or whatever. And you might be offering valuable advice in there and eventually lead people back to your service. All right, so I've seen many friends do this with, again, a VA business, a video editing business, et cetera, okay? Oh, and it's kind of like health coaching for pregnant women business. So I've seen it happen in multiple different niches, if you will, okay? 5, create your sales page and your sales process. Where's your customer gonna go to pay? What happens right after they pay? Is a contract necessary? How do they get the contract? How do they sign the contract? Et cetera, et cetera. Number 6, set up an active funnel, which means you have some kind of action that you have at the beginning or in the middle of the funnel to move it along. So I go into Facebook groups for 20 minutes a day and I try to answer questions related to my area of expertise. So I search the search box to see if anyone's using certain terms. That's active. Or you might have a more passive funnel where it's the link in your Instagram bio and people are discovering it each day, or you have SEO, search engine optimization, so you have people finding you on Pinterest or on Google every day and starting the chain of the funnel. So basically you're wanting to repeat the awareness and sales process through this active or passive funnel. All right, now the 5 phases of building an information lifestyle business. Number 1, you're going to build your online headquarters and make it super remarkable. So this might be a set of landing pages, this might be a full website, this might be a blog that you establish with tons and tons of posts or videos or a podcast, whatever. Then you're gonna, number 2, set up a channel to broadcast and engage from. This might be an email list and some epic content that you send out to your email list. It might be an online group like a Facebook group that's free and some type of engagement content plan to engage the people inside of it. This might also be a messenger bot and a Facebook live show that you use, okay? Number 3, you're gonna create paths to your engagement channel that you just set up so that you can grow your audience. So you might choose to optimize your site for Pinterest or for Google search traffic, right? And that's gonna be what leads people in. Or you might choose to socialize in online groups. We've talked a lot about using Facebook groups like that. You might pay for Facebook ads. You might do collaborations with other brand owners who already have audiences built up, and all to lead people into your content, okay? Number 4, you're gonna brainstorm and test a product at this point. So this might be a book, this might be a group coaching program, this might be a workshop, this might be a course, this could be a lot of things, right? But the idea is you're developing a product that's going to help the people you're engaging with, the audience that you're building, and will still continue to build what's going to help them. So I recommend creating something that you can test. So you want to create something in a almost like minimum viable version. So instead of this huge online university that's going to tell somebody everything they need to know about operating their own, home garden and home food system. Whoa, what is that? You might just do a $97 workshop that lasts 1 or 2 hours and has some kind of accompanying workbook or get started in home gardening guidebook that has cute, illustrations or graphics that you purchase of plants, whatever it is. Okay, guys, so some minimum viable version, so it's not going to take a million years to develop. You can also do what I did, is just outline it, have a full syllabus for whatever it is that you're selling, and let people know that it's going to be released week by week, which then gives you time to create the content as you go. Okay, so you can sell something before it's even developed, and that allows you to test your product and make sure people would be willing to pay for it. And then number 5, you're gonna sell your product and scale. So you've already tested it, you've gotten some sales, you've gotten some positive feedback, some testimonials you can add to your sales page and your sales emails and funnels. And now you're gonna scale through evergreen sales methods or funnels, okay? So this is what I've done, just using these evergreen sales channels, and it is so helpful, especially if you decide you don't want to be in the launch model or the open close model for your products. But again, you can use this even if you want to do, I only open my program once a year, twice a year, etc. Okay, got it? Yes, those are the 18 benefits of a lifestyle-based business, and those are the steps of creating either a service-based one or an information-based one. Okay, so if you want to really quickly journey along with me and actually see me build out and totally demonstrate for you the 6 phases of building a lifestyle service business, and separately the 5 phases of building a lifestyle information business, and let me be clear, I mean literally there's going to be a session, for example, for the service business, the lifestyle service business. There will be a session for forming a tangible, meaningful service. What goes into that? How much do you put in it? How do you structure your packages? There will be a session for building your site or your landing page for your service. What pages are needed? What is junk that you don't need? You're gonna actually see me, I'm creating an actual business while I do this. You're gonna see me establish a channel to communicate with your clients from, your potential clients from. Then actually build out the different ways of connecting or getting traffic, right? Number 4. Number 5, creating a sales page and a sales process and how do they pay and what happens after the pay, all of that. You're going to see me set this up for a brand new lifestyle-based service business. And then set up an active or passive funnel. And in the 5 phases of building a lifestyle information business, the same thing. Separately, you're going to see me set up from scratch a separate information business from scratch. I know I said that, but I literally mean that. So you're going to see me build an online headquarters and make it remarkable, set up a channel to broadcast and engage from, email list, Facebook group. What's it going to be? You'll see. Create paths to that engagement channel. So how am I getting traffic? How am I building the audience? You're going to see brainstorming and testing a product, what that looks like, what the product is, how much was put into it, did I sell it before it was created, etc. And then finally, selling your product and scaling. How am I going to create funnels that help the product sell? The way you can join in on this is through publishyourthing.com. This is my one flagship program. It has 13 separate online courses that can help you build a really meaningful business from scratch. And right now, as a bonus, I'm building in this lifestyle business lock-in where you're going to see me work through, again, those 6 phases of building a service-based lifestyle business and the 5 phases of building an information-based one. You're going to see those as a bonus to the 13 courses inside of Publish Your Thing. So you can go to publishyourthing.com and check out each of the courses. And you can also download the full program list. It's a 53-page document that shows you all of the programs, what stage you might be in, how to know what phase you're in, etc. And it has the full syllabus for each of these courses. And there are a lot. Building your engaged list, launching your profitable group, audience magnet arsenal 2.0. We had make your site remarkable already up there, grow your audience and traffic already. We had visual arsenal 2.0 up there, teaching you how to make all kinds of things, Facebook ads, ebook covers, blog post images. We have create your signature workshop already, self-publish your book already. And these are all full courses. Most people charge anywhere from $500 to $2,000 for each of the courses inside of publishyourthing.com. But if you go to publishyourthing.com, you can scroll all the way to the bottom after you check everything out and see the truly, truly, truly unbelievable price that I'm offering to you, my human friends. But that is the best way to actually see me build out those 6 and 5 phases or steps of the different types of lifestyle businesses, actually build them out from scratch so you can model some of your decisions after what you see that it doesn't take that long, know what actually goes into them. And then with the full publishyourthing.com, you're going to have all of the information that you need to continue to build and scale a business that truly, truly, truly can become such a remarkable, meaningful thing for you, and really, really change your lifestyle. So anyway, I hope you'll check it out, and I hope to see you inside PYT, Publish Your Thing.